Look like wheat farming is taking a huge loss this year. There are farmers that are saying they could lose up to 90% of their winter wheat crop. And this came out July 22nd, 2019, at Fremont News Messenger. And I want to take you down in this article right here. And these are things we had already heard about. Heavy rains in saturated fields this spring caused significant pain, with some farmers unable to plant at all, and others, like Laubacher, struggling to work around delayed planting schedules and tight harvesting windows. Winter wheat loss could range from 80 to 90% for Ottawa County farmers, said Mike Libben, administrator of the Ottawa Soil and Water Conservation District. Libben also farmed wheat. He lost half of his wheat crop this winter, with one field succumbing to this year's disastrous weather. And you know what? That is really the heart of the whole thing. These farmers have lost so much, um, not just with wheat, but corn, soy, and many other crops that they have not been able to get in the ground in time for a decent harvest. And they've lost so much money. That's why Trump recently gave them money to try to bail some of them out, because they've done so poorly this year. The crop loss translated to significantly less time needed for Libben when he harvested his wheat earlier this month. I did mine in one afternoon, Libben said. His other wheat field saw an average yield, he said. Yields in general for wheat farmers are below average, Libben said. The expected losses for wheat are on par with other Ottawa County crops, including hay. Losses across the county. In June, Ottawa County commissioners sent a letter to U.S. Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue detailing crop losses and damaged fields across the county due to heavy rains, persistent flooding, and record high water levels on Lake Erie. As of June 24th, Oak Harbor's USDA office reported 6,970 acres of wheat destroyed and 1,742 acres damaged, with overall 96% crop loss. Woo, that is devastating. That corresponded with similar losses to county farmers' soybean and corn crops. Yeah. Laubacher had planned on growing and harvesting 120 acres of wheat, but wet weather killed 40 acres. Wow. He lost 40 acres of wheat? Damn, that's a lot of wheat. He drove his 13-year-old John Deere combined back and forth through 35 acres of wheat in one of his fields off Benton Carroll Road after mid afternoon, as temperatures reached the lower 90s. Appling parked a trail by the wheat field on the side of Benton Carroll Road. Laubacher said the trailer holds about 1,000 bushels of wheat. He had harvested two other wheat fields and had one more left after he finished this one. When the wheat's poor, Laubacher's clover cover crop underneath just sprout up and takes off. like it did in his field off of Benton Carroll Road. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. So, Brad Reynolds, a spokesman for the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association, acknowledged that rough conditions that plagued the state's wheat farmers. Northwest and central Ohio wheat farmers were hit hardest, with farmers planting south of Columbus and Interstate 70 faring a little better. I think they mean faring. Okay. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, National Agricultural Statistics Service. So let me just go down here. Ohio's winter wheat yield at about 64 bushels per acre, down 11 bushels from last year. As of June 30th, 70% of the crops harvested. The crop condition was 27% good to excellent, compared with 79% the corresponding time last year. Ohio's wheat harvest is well behind compared to recent years. All right. Okay, at the same time in 2018, Ohio wheat farmers had harvested 35% of their crop. So, wow. And they're talking about they already lost alfalfa crops to this winter's polar vortex, and he only got 10 out of 350 acres of corn planted. Wow, that is very poor. That is very poor. Laubacker managed to plant 400 of 900 plantable soybean acres before he pulled the plug. Yeah. So things look messy down there on the farms, ladies and gentlemen, and it is because of the weather. It's really nothing they can do to fix this whole thing, but just try to get through the season the best that they can, because, I mean, let's face it, they are not going to get the kind of crops that they probably were anticipating. But the winter time, starting with the polar vortex and all of the heavy snow, and on top of that, the flooding, they don't have a chance of producing any decent crop this year. And it is really evident in all of these stories. You know, this is why they keep whining to Trump, and he does things, and it's partially his fault because of the trade war. These farmers really got screwed over pretty badly. But then again, didn't those black farmers get screwed over with those bad seeds? That was only a year ago. Well, sure didn't take long. But ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. And I'll see you on the next video. In my last video, I told you guys that I am at a hotel because of a major power outage that's going on in my state. And they said it may take several days for power to come back up. So I'm just going to be sitting in this hotel and doing my videos from here until I can finally get back home. And I sure hope it's soon. I really don't want to be held up in a hotel for a long period of time. You know, a few days, okay, but beyond that, that might be a problem. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell. and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.